Hi, I'm Donna Seeger, and we are at Seeger Gray Gallery in Mill Valley, California. I'm here with my friend Cathy DeForest, and both of us share a seduction into the world of artist books, and we are hoping that we might share that with you as well.
So Donna, how did you first enter into this magical world of artist books?
Very fortunately, I must say, I was doing an exhibition with a wonderful printmaker and artist, Kay Bradner, who introduced me to Charles Hobson. And he invited me to his home. Charles is both a wonderful artist book maker himself and a collector. And he began to take out these materials, one after another. And it was a eureka kind of moment. I knew that this experience was not just an experience of book in the way we see it, but of fine art. And it is my belief that these materials belong in fine art collections around the world.
Well, and you started this gallery in 2004, and you probably took risks to show artist books. Can you talk about that?
Yeah. One of my friends, a dealer, said, "You're going to lose your shirt." And in fact, it's been the opposite, that as a gallerist, I have become distinguished by my belief in this medium, because people like to see gallerists stand by what they believe in. And I now have given talks about the book as a medium for art at international fairs, at small museums, and it has been one of the more enriching parts of my life.
So you are now seducing other people.
As much as I can.
And why would somebody want to collect these books? Why would they want to add these books to their collection? What do you think is unique?
That's a good question. I believe that this material contains in it an experience of art that is not available in other mediums, and on many levels. One is intimacy. I know that you are preaching to the converted.
Well, that's part of my intention as a book artist, is because it is such an intimate form. I want to invite people into that space where they can turn the pages one by one in their own manner and in their own style. And
right.
Enter that world.
Right. The other thing is that I have discovered that there is this incredible resonance when you have form, structure, and content that are in perfect agreement. It's like a harmonic chord is hit, and it so embellishes your experience.
Well, and I know that The Diary of a Sparrow is one book that you particularly feel that is orchestrated.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that?
I would love to. This is one of the first books that I fell deeply in love with, and this is a book called The Diary of a Sparrow. The book was done by Kazuko Watanabe, who's right here in the Bay Area, and it is in fact taken from journal excerpts from her grandfather, who lived in a small village in Japan. So the book, in many ways, has the regular form of the book, beginning when he was a young child, when life was very, very simple. Here he is in the 3rd grade in 1898, encountering a gramophone, and we're seeing history through the eyes of a very learned person in a small village. So we began to see the way that history unfolds for all of us. His son is killed in the Franco Wars, and in the end, he experiences Hiroshima, and always he has this hope. In the very end, he's waiting for the broadcast of then the very young John F. Kennedy speaking, and of course Kennedy was killed. And so we get this very intimate experience of history. but also it's the structure.
Yes,
And
let's fold this out, because it's a codex in the sense of the most traditional form, Western form, but it's also something else.
that's right. If you take a panel here and pull it out, it opens up into this beautiful construction, so that it becomes as though time is like moving from room to room to room. These are also multiple plate etchings, so that we're able to to experience these beautiful printmaking techniques without them having to be under glass. So the whole thing is orchestrated into this magnificent whole, and every time I look at this book and every time I read it, it just enhances for me this clear feeling that this material should be a part of great art collections everywhere.
And it seems to me that if someone were to purchase this book from you or another gallery, there would be multiple ways that they could display it. They could display it as a sculpture, which you just showed, or they can have it in some other form in their home.
That's right. I think I've said this to you before, that great art inspires multiple associations. And when you start with a book, a beloved book, and I can say in my years of showing them, I can tell you people who love books love books.
They love to touch them, they love to feel them.
That's right. They love the bindings, they love the way the print is on the page, they love the fonts, all of that. So when you start with that rich association and very private and personal association and start creating art, out of that, I think that you're able to hit this kind of mother lode of associations that we have, and that's where the experience of art becomes richer and richer. Really, it's just the tip of the iceberg to this rich and wonderful world. If you'd like to explore more, we do have a catalog from our latest artist book show, The Art of the Book. You can get that at seegergray.com. And I encourage you to collect them. It's by owning them that you can really enjoy them in the best way.
And if you have the chance, meet some of the book artists behind the book, because they will take you into their world. And there are also public libraries and universities that have these collections. I'll never forget when I did one of my first books, Yale bought my book, and I thought, wow, that means that anyone can walk into a university and request in the special collections department to see some of these artists' books, and then you're down the rabbit hole. This is this is an amazing experience, and you will never again not want to see an artist book. And if you wish to have a PDF of a talk I've been giving on the joy of collecting artist books, write to me at my website, and I'll be glad to send that to you at no charge. So join us. We're having a lot of fun.